and today we will be doing
Storytime!
Yay! Okay, so today's story time is going to be about us growing up in a different household. So, so how was it for you?
How it was for me? Ooh, that did not make sense. Okay. So, me growing up without my sisters being around was definitely hard because I've always wanted a sister. I've always wanted to live with my sister. I always wanted to be, there with my sisters. But I couldn't because we had different moms, but we had the same dad. And then my mom, she had all boys. She finally got her little sister. So it's like she had something that I wanted. And it was like really, really hard because, whenever you have brothers, you can't dress them up. You can't do their hair. You can't put makeup on them. You can't do
Try
night
that with
routines.
Kai. He's gonna beat you up.
Kai wants me to.
Oh Lord.
But I'm not I'm not going to make my brothers put makeup on, do their nails. The most I would do is put on clear nail polish. Like, that's all I would do because it's nothing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was really, really hard. And, yeah, it was hard because I know a lot of people who lives with their sisters and brothers and all that. And they always be like, oh, me and my sister, we're going to go do this. Or me and my sister going to do that. And with me, I literally had to, wait for the weekend just to see my sisters. And to actually be with them. And then whenever, the weekend was over, we would have to say our goodbyes. And then I would literally, cry because it's I wanted to be in my sister's life. And I really wanted to stay with them. And that was just really hard for me. I couldn't deal with it. I always cried to my mom saying, Mom, I really want my sisters. I want to be around my sisters. I can't do this. This is not cool. And, yeah, it was really, really sad.
Tears.
Now I'm glad. We're all growing up. We're going to get our car soon. We're probably going to live with each other.
Probably. You don't have a choice. You gotta live with me. I'm scared of the dark. No,
yeah. Now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So now whenever I feel like it's the right time to come over, I'll come over. I'll do my little pop-ups like how I did yesterday. I popped up.
She just called me and was like, I'm coming to your house. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think for me it was hard because we were always close. But the moment when you're like, okay, your mom's coming to get you, so you have to go home, it was just like, why? And we were so little, so we didn't understand, you have the same parent, but not the same parents, so you guys can't always be together. And I think really, I'm not a friend type person. I have friends, but I'm not close to them.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up antisocial was really hard, and not having my sibling there who I talked to the most, even though I only knew a couple of words, it was hard. I didn't have the type of childhood when it was oh yeah, all of my siblings, we all live together and share a room. It was always me, my other little sister, and then Tana when she could come over. And then the times that she couldn't come over, it was just tears.
Yeah.
Crying. So yeah, and then parents didn't really know how to explain it to us, so it was just well, she can't come over because her mom is working, or I'm working, so it's
got school.
Yeah. Oh my God, can you imagine going to the same school?
Oh, it'll be fun.
And I was a bad child.
I was always the innocent.
She was the innocent one. I was the mouthy one with the attitude. She was so innocent. But I feel like our balance together was really good because she kept me out of trouble. Because I was doing the most. Yeah. I was a kid who would like to beat up all of our cousins. And she was the one who would be like, don't hit. You'd be like, oh my God.
Violence is never the answer, okay? Never hit, never fight, none of that. Love each other.
See, and growing up with her would have been, I grew up with her, but in the same household probably would have kept me out of a lot of trouble that I've been in. I think We mainly seen each other at Dad's house. Like, we would go to his house, our grandma's house.
Yeah.
Grandma's house.
Ooh, this thing's
Our grandma's
house.
Our grandma's house was where everybody is.
Mm-hmm.
You go there and you have 50 cousins and uncles and aunts, and they're just in the living room.
Yeah.
It kind of like, it was uncomfortable, but it was, you kind of get used to it because it's like, okay, my sister's here, but you're little, so you don't. Well, I wasn't.
You didn't really know what was going on. You just know that, oh yeah, family's here. We're gonna play. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And then whenever like the day was over, we would have to part ways.
Yeah, and growing up like that, it's hard, especially if you're close to your siblings, like how we were, because when we were little, we were always together on the weekends. So when we got like preteen, we actually had school and stuff, so we couldn't see each other as much. I think the longest we went without seeing each other was probably 2 years.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I moved and then she stayed. Yeah, and so we haven't seen each other in 2 years. And then I think I was 15. Yeah, I was 15, and then I moved back down here.
2 years. So whenever he was 15, I was barely 13.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I was 15 and I moved back down here, and I was like, who was that? And why she keep staring at me? And then my dad was just like, that's your sister, right? I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about her.
Oh man.
I know. Like, we had no contact. We didn't talk at all. And then Facebook.
All the time I didn't have Facebook like that.
Yeah, but I talked to your mom on Facebook.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And I was like, where's Tana? And she was like, she's in trouble. I was like, oh. Like, that explains it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like, I think one thing about my sisters are like, whenever you're going through something, they're always the main one that you can go to. Like, they know how to bring your mood back. Especially like, say with me, because my uncle, he just died like recently. He died the first. Like, say if I'm still like grieving over it, I can always come to them, and then they can help me be happy again. They can help me like with anything. So whenever, that's like one thing that's hard about not living with my sisters, because sometimes they do not know how to answer their phone.
I'm terrible at answering phone calls.
I really need to talk to them. Like, my little sister, she has a phone. She gets on Facebook. I be really wanting to talk to them, and then they're just like nowhere to be found. And it's like, bro, I'm really like going through something. I need you guys' help, like, bad. And it is like, I can't do nothing but just cry all night until they finally decide to hit me up.
I'd be like, what's wrong? And then I have to like be like, okay, calm down. I think growing up, sisters or brothers, it's really cool because a lot of people be like, oh, well, your cousins are your first best friend. But for me, my best friends were always my sisters. And sisters always keep your secrets sometimes. Because when y'all was little, I was like, y'all getting me in trouble. But there's somebody that you can laugh with, argue with. Steal clothes, because I love stealing clothes from her.
I like stealing my clothes back from her.
And especially if you guys talk a lot, it's really good to have somebody to vent to when there's nobody else there for you to talk to.
Or if you don't want to put your business out like that.
Exactly, because your siblings are always going to have your best interest, whether you want to hear the advice or not, because some of us are a little harsh with our words. Sometimes. No, you are too. Yeah. But, oh my gosh, and they're cool, because, they're girls. They like boys too. So it's like, oh my god, I seen this cute boy. And then they'll be like, no way, I seen this cute boy too.
Like the one I saw.
And she's reminiscing.
I'm telling you, I saw one yesterday.
That was not yesterday.
Like, it was yesterday.
Was it really?
Yeah, you know.
That was Thursday.
That was Thursday.
But yeah. And my advice to someone who doesn't live with their sibling but is really close is to always be in contact. Because losing contact with each other like we did, puts a strain on your relationship. Because it's like, how much do I tell this person? Because you don't know if they changed through the years.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you know, just always remain in
Contact.
If you could give advice, what would it be to?
Ooh, I'm not that type of person, but if I was to give you guys advice, it would probably be. I don't know. I'm sorry. I agree with you. With your. Yeah.
Just continue to laugh, enjoy each other's company. Because you never know, you know, what can happen. Sorry, I'm all up on you. Anyways, love each other. If you ever argue, talk it out.
Mm-hmm. That's
Because nothing is worse than having a sibling you were close to and falling out over something stupid. And then, you know, you have that guilt and regret.
Yep.
So, yeah. I think that concludes our story. Oh my gosh. I love her. I know she loves me. I'm kidding. I love you too.
I was gonna let go so quick.
Okay, so that concludes our story time. If you guys want more, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Also remember to tell a friend,
Tell a mama,
a
tell a
cousin,
grandma, tell a daddy, tell a brother.
and follow all of our social medias, which will be in the description box below. Thanks, guys. Bye.